In this video, I'll talk about indexing, selection, filtering in Python library. Okay, let me import the libraries. Okay, import pandas as pd. Okay, here I wanted to use a numpy library to initiate some numbers here. Okay, as numpy as np. Okay, now what I would like to do here is I would like to initiate the variable obj and wanted to construct a series. Let me just use tab to get the series. Now here what I would like to do here is I wanted to use numpy here np dot, and here I wanted to initiate the values from 0 to 5 so that I can use the method arrange and say that a number 5 here, and I wanted to put the index values for that series, which is equal to the list of strings here. Okay, here we have 5 numbers, right? So we need to initiate 5 strings here as an index. If that gets mismatches, we'll get an error. Okay, a b c d and e. Okay, now if I execute obj here, you can see I've got an output like this. Index a is having 0, index c is having 2, and so on. Now I wanted to retrieve the data. I wanted to retrieve the data from object which is having an index location c. Okay, c is enclosed, c should be enclosed with strings. Now we got 2. Similarly, we can also use directly the index value 0, 1, 2, 3. So it must be 3. Let us use 3 here. So we got 3 here. Now here I wanted to do some slicing operations here, which are really important. Just observe that I'm using a variable obj here. Now I want a data from a to c. Okay, so that I can simply use, for that I can simply use 0 from index 0 till 0, 1, 2, 3. So it won't take the upper bound, it will come till c. So let me use this c. We have got a, b and c. Okay, like this we can retrieve. Or else if you wanted to take individually, suppose we wanted to skip b, in that case we can also do this way. Let us just check this way whether it is coming or not. I'll put a colon here and put a colon here 2. So I could able to skip b index here. Okay, like that also we can do, or else we can also do here obj. There are different ways of doing it, so whatever you feel comfortable you can do it. I wanted to retrieve from index a, and from index a, and also from index c. So let's see what I'll get. So I'll get the same kind of output. Now if I wanted to filter the data, okay, if I wanted to filter the data, I can just simply say that. So let's say what is there in the obj. So we have this. Now if I wanted to filter the data which is having less than 2, okay, so I can just simply use obj variable. Again I can use obj here. Okay, obj less than 2. Okay, now I'll get only the data which is having less than 2. So we have a and b which are having less than 2, right? Like that also we can do. Now we can also use a slicing operation with respect to the indexes. Let's see how we can do that. Let's use a variable obj here. Let's say this time we wanted to use what we wanted to use. We wanted to use b until c. I just wanted to use only these two. Okay, let's see what we will get. Let me just use a so that I can get more rows, because our data set is quite less. So you can see that starting from A to C, it is taking the values, right? So now what we will do is let's see let's assign some values. Uh, let's assign some values with the variable obj. Okay. Now I wanted to assign the values for indexes from B till C is equal to I wanted to give some value called 5, and let's see what we'll get here. Now when I enter obj, so I just got 5 here because I have assigned the value of B and C indexes as 5 here. So this is about slicing. Okay, now let's talk about the data frame indexing. Okay, now what I would like to do here is I just wanted to copy some of the data here. Okay, I just wanted to save some time by copying the data here. Okay, now what is this saying here? We wanted to construct a data frame here. Okay, pd.dataframe, and I'm using the numpy library here. I wanted the values from, I just want some random values here because I'm giving a shape 4 by 4. It won't be a random, it will be starting from 0 to 4416, right? So it will be starting from 0 to 15, so that I'll get some numbers here. It's kind of a matrix. We'll have 4 by 4 matrix here, but in terms of rows and columns, because we are giving index here as the countries London, Paris, Berlin, and Istanbul, and columns we just wanted to make it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this 4 and this 4 will, we need to get a total of 16 values. Let's see what we'll get here. Now when I enter here data, so like what we have just talked, we just got the values from 0 to 15, and we have columns here 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rows as the countries. Now the like we have did earlier, we can retrieve the series here by using a data and simply put this into the string. We have 2 here, right? We wanted to retrieve the column 2. Now we have got, now what we have got what is there in that column. Okay, now here you can say that this is an integer type, that's why we got d type is integer type. Okay, now suppose if we wanted to retrieve like I just did before, because it will be a good practice if we do it again and again. Now here I wanted to retrieve the data 1 and 2 columns, so that here for that what I will do is I'll do I'll write the data here, and this time I'll use 2 square brackets because we want a data frame here, so it must be two-dimensional, right? So using 1 here and then 2 again, so what we will get here is C. This is how we can retrieve it. And suppose if I wanted to retrieve um, only London, Paris, and Berlin, we can use a slicing method here. Okay, data, simply I can use this square bracket, simply say that colon and 3. For that what I will get here, I'll get only the top 3. See what I will get here. So you can see it here, I got top 3 rows. Similarly, we can also filter it out. We can also filter it out by using data. Okay, this time I just wanted to use again the data here, and let's say we have a column called 4. Suppose this 4 column is, let me just say that I wanted to execute only when the numbers are greater than 5. So see, we have got this. See, 3 is less than 5, so this won't include uh, in our row, so this will be deleted and the rest of the things will be executed here. So this is how we can do. Similarly, we can also do the filtering by using data and say that data less than 5, I just wanted to, what I wanted to do here is I wanted to assign value 0 whichever is having less than 5. Okay, now let's execute and let's see whether we have got it or not. So see, so the numbers which are having less than 5, we got zeros. Okay, this is a little bit on that uh, on the filtering part. Now let's look at the things by using iLock and location here, which are really important. Now what I wanted to do here is I wanted to enter the data. Here I wanted to use a method called iLock. Okay, iLock means index location. Suppose if I wanted to look up for the location 1, okay, for that I will get whatever is there in the 1. Okay, originally what is there in the 1? Okay, you can see it here, 0 5 6 7. So 0 1 is the second index. So in the index 1 I have all this data, 0 5 6 and 7. All right, now similarly we can also look into something like this. You can just play around this data, say that I have using iLocation method. Here I wanted to use 1, um, and let's say I wanted to use the list of 1 2 and 3, and let's understand what we'll get here. We just got 5 6 and 7. So this is how we can just play with the data, can understand it and just try in different ways, so that you'll get familiar with those with this data. Okay, now similarly we can use in different ways. Again, in terms of strings also you can just do it. Okay, let's look at some more examples. This time I just wanted to use data.ilog again, and say that I have list 1 2 3 comma, and say 1 2 and 3. Okay, now I have got here, what I have got here, you can see 1 2 3 4. I have got 4 columns. Okay, and then I've got only Paris and Istanbul, right? Paris and Istanbul, because I have initiated only 1 and 3 in the rows, and in the columns I have initiated 1 2 uh, 1 2 3 4. Okay, I got something. It is supposed to be 2 3 4. Why I got here 1? Let me just run everything here, run all. Okay, 1 2. I have forgot to enclose the bracket here, I'm sorry. So unmatched, let me just check again. 1 comma 3 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. Is something wrong here? Is it showing this way? Let me just close this. Okay, now yeah, this is the correct one. So you can see it here, like I just need 1 2 3, which is having 1 2 3 here, 1 2 3. I just got 2 3 4 in that. Now Paris and Istanbul 1 and 3, which are showing here. Similarly, I can definitely use in terms of strings also. Let me just try that as well. Data dot loci, and this time what I wanted to do here is I just need a Paris, and then I wanted to use the close brackets here and say 1 comma 2. Let's see what we'll get here. So again I have some problem here. Okay, let me just check once again. So I have typed wrongly. So you can see here 1 2 and 0 and 5. So this is how you can just play with the data, you can just observe the data, and you will just get familiarized after doing some so many times. All right, this is it in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.